All right, man. Let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's review. IMBD gave it a 5.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 29%. I heard it reigned supreme at the box office this week. The Google users gave it a 94%. You also can watch at home on Peacock. I'm not sure how much it is. I know Disney Plus was charging people. They were charging people $30 just to watch a movie on Disney Plus that was already in the movie theater. Now, um, this was a cool movie. I went to see it. I think it was fairly kid friendly. I said fairly, probably more older teenager type of kid because it did have some violence in it, but it was solid. It was solid. Basically, um it was about a guy who basically abducted kids and turned them into um, basically android robots that performed at like a child's arcade like stadium. I mean, if you go to Chuck E. Cheese, and you see the rat and his friends, Chucky playing the instruments. That's basically what they portrayed. Now they used to have at Freddy's, it was an arcade and it was a place where the animals performed and they walked around and talked and interact. So these androids would talk, and it's a remake, by the way, I believe. So the androids would talk and interact with kids. They were robots. Now apparently it shut down because kids went missing. Okay. Yeah, so they shut down the place because they started to miss kids. Kids went missing, and then the place shut down, and they couldn't find the kids. But the guy who owned it refused to sell it. Now he refused to sell it because he still was abducting kids and turning them into androids. So long story short, the way this connected was, guy, he was taking care of his daughter, I mean his sister, whatever. And when he was younger, his brother was abducted, and he was obsessed with finding out who abducted his brother. Now he had lost his job at the mall because he thought somebody was abducting a kid, and it was just the father's son. He beat him up, and the guy gave him a job at Five Nights at Freddy. So he goes to Five Nights at Freddy to get the job, and noticed that he had these drugs that put him to sleep, and he felt closer to his brother, and he just kept trying to remember what happened. Spoiler alert. Long story short, he ended up, kind of finding out that Five Nights at Freddy had something to do with his brother abduction and how he abducted his brother and turned him into an android and ended up killing him. All right. So then they tried to get his little sister and make her one of the androids as well too. All right. So long story short, he found out that the police officer that was checking up on him at the venue had something to do with it, and her father was the main guy that was abducting kids and turning them into androids. And he had to save his sister from them abducting his sister and turning her into an android. So like I said, it was a good movie. It was solid movie, solid for, probably not for small kids because it was so a little bit of blood. It was a little bit of this, that, and the third, but it was cool. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too drawn out. You know, and it had a nice little premise. It wasn't too complex. It wasn't one of these 3-hour documentary movies, which everybody's saying, I couldn't sit through that. I couldn't sit through that. And I understand. Um, that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sitting through those type of movies, but um, I mean, like I said, it was a solid movie. It was a good movie. Um, I don't really notice any notable actors in the movie. Um, and apparently it's a video game series, by the way. So, but the runtime for the movie, let's see exactly what it was. Hold on. So I never played the video game. So I never played it. So the runtime for the movie is, you'll think they would have it up here. Hold on. See. 190 minutes. So you got what, hour 49 minutes. So yeah, 149 minutes. It features Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard. I think he was the guy that played Shaggy and Scooby Doo. Elizabeth Leo. So yeah, it features some people I never heard of, but it was straight. It was straight. So apparently one of the guys on here, Corey Kishin, right? That he got a big round of applause when they showed him driving the taxi. He's a YouTuber, and he's turned that he's a YouTuber actor. So he's also from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Didn't know that from Detroit. So he's a YouTuber from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Long story short, where I went to go see the movie at was in Farmington Hills. So that's why he got a big round of applause. So shout out to Corey X Kenshin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was wondering why he got that big a round of applause when they showed him on the movie screen. So yeah, they gave him a big round of applause. But like I said, they did the movie justice. A lot of times you do video game crossovers, movies, and all this type of stuff. It don't really translate, but they did it justice, man. And it was kind of like a mystery slash mini horror, mini scare. To me, it probably will scare a young kid, but a 10, 11, 12 and up, no, no, no. It wasn't complex. And then basically his aunt was trying to take his daughter back away from him and his sister away and get custody over a check. So I mean, it was very easy to digest. It was all around a solid movie, so I had to give it to him. So if I had to rate it, man, just on a kids, teenager, family type of thing, I think it was a good 6 out of a 10. It was a good 6 out of 10. I think a lot of people anticipated it. It wasn't too scary. It wasn't too a complex mystery. It was something that everybody can digest. I would definitely say 10 and up is fine to go see at 10 and up, man. And little kids, it might be a little bit scary for them. I know, when I was younger, a lot of people were scared of Chuck E. Cheese, the rat walking around Chuck E. Cheese. He scared a bunch of people and horrified a bunch of kids. So you got to remember that as well, too. So I wouldn't say for young kids, but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Don't forget, check my new channel out right here on YouTube, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. My Detroit channel, More C Sports Talk. All that information is in the link tree. Peace.